6:46 now. Let's turn to something lighter for a change. Let's talk about you and your health and how you can maintain your physique through your, especially old age. Warren Honeycutt is a man that knows all about it because he is in his mid-60s and is doing that himself. A 6-time Mr. America finalist, author of the book Get Lean for Life. Warren, great to have you here.
Mike, great to be with you.
Yeah, and in your 60s, have you ever hurt yourself with all the exercising you're doing?
I've had athletic injuries. I was into full contact karate for several years, and it's difficult to get hit in your face over and over again and taken down to a mat and chokehold and so on and so forth without having some of the byproduct being injury. But in regard to the training for the physique contest and fitness and so on, I've been very fortunate. I always use common sense.
Yeah. So in your 60s now, your knees are fine. Everything works without any issue.
Fine, back's fine. Never had broken bones or I had a torn ligament in my knee, but that was from karate. It wasn't from lifting. And anyone that understands what they're doing, Mike, in regard to the gym or even at home, I certainly don't have to be a gym member to get in good physical shape. You can do it at home or any other place.
In your 60s, though, should you still be, not you, but anyone, still lifting weights and using heavy weights?
No, not heavy weights. I do not recommend that at all. Some people do, and this doesn't mean that you don't train intensely. I still train just like I'm trained for Mr. America, Mike, but not the heavy weights, not 300-400-pound bench presses and 500-600
What
pounds.
are you? Are you using weights at all? Or?
Oh yeah, I do use weights, barbells, dumbbells, cables every week.
Okay, and that in terms of, put that up against cardio, which do you view as more important for you to maintain your body into the 60s?
As far as the muscle tone, bone density, and so on, the resistance training is best for that. When it comes to the lungs, respiratory system, and circulatory system, heart, and so on, then the cardio is better for that. What I do is combine both.
And you do, what kind of cardio do you do then?
Well, I always ask people to change up anything they're doing every week or two because the body gets so accustomed to whatever you're doing with it, and it stops improving.
Well, tell me this. Do you jog? Are you a believer in running around like that? Or?
No, I'm not a believer at all, Mike, in jogging because that puts such stress on back, knees, hips, even ankles. What I encourage people to do is power walk at a rate of 65% of their target heart rate. Now, what that means, and if anyone listening wants to take it down, let me say it slowly enough that you understand. Take the number 220, take your age away from that, and then multiply that number by 0.65 to 0.70. That's your target heart rate for maximum fat burn in regard to the power walk.
And what's the range typically of of that kind of a heart rate? Like,
well, for instance, if you're 60 and you take that away from the 220, Mike, that's what 160, and then multiply times 70. It's about 120 to 125, 30 beats
that's
a minute.
125, and you can get that from walking quickly or something.
Yeah. Well, now power walking, not just a stroll.
Okay.
Power walking where it looks a little silly and you're raising your arms up real high with each step. That's a power walk.
But that's what you do. So you're not the jogging. You believe is just bad for your knees and your and your feet.
And now what I do to change it up for myself is HIIT, H-I-I-T, high intensity interval training, and that is, and I'm still able to do it because I've been taking care of my body now for 45 years. But it's sprints, and when I say sprints, I'm talking about a 18-year-old kid running a 40-yard dash. And that is a great, great way to not only increase fat burn for that period of time, but it keeps the metabolism up, Mike, for 3, 4, 5 hours after you do 7-8 minutes of that.
Now, have you never gone for months without exercising? Just gotten tired of it for a while? Or?
I never have, Mike.
How's that? What is it? Just gives you such a high to exercise, or what is it?
Well, yeah, for me, it was always important after I made the decision, and I don't know if I mentioned in our previous conversations, but I was a fat kid, and I was a fatter teenager. And that pain threshold got so great for me that I decided, draw a line in the sand, and I'm going to understand nutrition and fitness and what I need to do to never be here again. And I did that at age 16, and I'm 62 now. And
although getting a belly in your 60s, that no one would judge you for that, would they?
Well, no, but you don't have to.
True.
You don't have to. Most of the time, the belly in the 60s comes because people don't do any activity for their abdominal area, and that wall of muscle in the abdominals and the obliques are there to support all of our intestines, liver, so on and so forth, that's inside us.
And it all just comes kind of
a lot of times,
bubbling out. It all just kind of comes out, unfortunately, it sounds like.
And a lot of times someone can have say a pot belly and not have a lot of fat. And that is because the muscle is not toned to support.
To hold it in. Wow, that just motivated me to work on my abs, what you just said right there.
Good.
Because you don't have to, you're just saying that your body will just start kind of popping out there. Warren Honeycutt, the book is Get Lean for Life, and find him online at gethoneycutt.com. Warren, thank you.